Thank you, Epidemic Sound, for sponsoring this video. So Twitch has made it even easier for you to be able to go ahead and set up your Twitch alerts inside of your streaming software. Now, today I'm going to show you how to go ahead and set it up inside of OBS Studio. But the beautiful thing is that most of the heavy lifting is done directly on Twitch's website. So once you're on twitch.com, you're going to log into your account. You're going to come to your Creator Studio dashboard by clicking on your profile icon, hitting account settings. That's going to bring you here to the dashboard. You're going to come to the section that says here alerts. Now, the first thing that we're going to want to do is you're going to come to the right hand side and you're going to select create an alert box. This is going to go ahead and bring you here to Twitch's new editor, which makes it super easy to be able to go ahead and get this all set up. So I'm going to show you how to set up a few of them because a lot of the steps are going to be repeated. And once you understand how some of the functions work directly inside of this app, then you'll be able to go ahead and customize all the other ones for yourself. So the first one we're going to go ahead and adjust is going to be the new follower. So on the left-hand side, you're going to see all the alerts that you're going to be able to set up. Your subscriptions, your gifted subscription, your cheering, your rage, your charity, your hype trains, your channel points, etc. For this video today, I'm going to show you about the new followers. I'm going to show you some things about subscriptions, and I'm going to show you some things about cheering here as well. So the first thing we want to do on the new follower, you're going to come to where the right side where it says General Settings. So this is where we're going to be able to name the follower. I like to leave it as new follower. And then here you're going to be able to go ahead and say any new follower to your channel. That's the only option you have. And then for duration, 10 seconds is a little bit long. So what I found to be the sweet spot for a alert would be about maybe 4 seconds. And then here you have the option for the animation. Now, one of the ones that I like to utilize is going to be slide up. And then I like to do zoom out. So we can go ahead and hit save here for a second. And we can go ahead and preview this alert. And you can see that it's going to pop up and then it's going to go ahead and zoom out in about a few seconds. There you go. And that's what's going to give us that nice animation, nice effect. So once you have that in place, the next thing we want to do is we want to come to layout. This is going to go ahead and let us know where we want the text and the alert to be. So right now, you got a picture and then you got the text right under. The one that I like to utilize based on the alerts that I'm going to utilize here today is the one that overlaps, meaning that the text is inside of the image because we're going to utilize some custom alerts here today. And then for background, we want to leave this transparent so that way you show up and everything on your stream shows up without any kind of issues. Then once you have that there, what you're going to come do is hit where it says text and speech. And here's where you're going to be able to go ahead and decide what you want to be able to display. And typically, I just go ahead and like to utilize the username just followed is totally fine. And as far as the font, I like this font here because it's clear and easy to be able to read. And then you can go ahead and increase the size if you want. 24px is definitely a good size and you can leave it at standard. And text layout, everything else you can leave it as is because it's going to center the text for you that we need. So once you've done that, I like to go ahead and add the drop shadow because it makes it pop a little bit more. And then from there, we're going to come now to the visuals and the sound. So this is now where we're going to be able to change the way that our alert looks. Now, if it's the first time that you're accessing this editor for the alerts on Twitch, there's going to be a box right above here. And I'll put a screenshot on the screen here what it looks like. Well, you'll have to go ahead and make sure you verify your phone number and also acknowledge that you're going to follow the terms and conditions for uploading images as alerts. And then once you do that, you'll get the option to now be able to upload your own custom alerts and also upload your own custom sounds. So let's go ahead and start with the image here. Now, if you go to the image library, Twitch is going to provide you with tons of options to be able to select from, right? So you have tons of pages you can go ahead and utilize. For me, I like to go ahead and utilize custom alerts. So what I've gone ahead and done is I went ahead and gone to streamdesigns.com and I'll put a link in the description of this video. I've come to shop all overlays and then I've scrolled down and of course they have other packages and things of sort you can go ahead and get, but I've come down to where it says animated alerts. And the one that I'm going to utilize to match my package is going to be the velocity alert. So you can see here that when you play the video, you're going to be able to see what this actually looks like. So it's going to give us our new host, our new subscriber, our new member, our new donation, and you're going to see how it's going to pop up there. So this is what we're going to utilize here today. And so once I've gone ahead and got my overlays and I've downloaded them, once you download overlays from Stream Designs, it'll come in a zip file. So you'll just have to unzip it and then you'll get access to be able to utilize the alert. So I'm going to say upload file. Okay, I'm going to go to my desktop where I downloaded that. I'm going to come here. Now, I went ahead and got the full package from Stream Designs, which also comes with the alerts. So you don't have to get the alerts by themselves. So I have the alerts here and then I'm looking for a new follower. I'm going to hit open and that's going to go ahead and bring it in here for me now. And now you can see here that if I hit save and then I go ahead and preview alert, you're going to see here that now I have a more custom alert that just went ahead and popped up. And you can go ahead and adjust that to make it a little bit smaller if you want it to be able to fit, or you can go ahead and increase the size, which is what I prefer, to increase the size of the actual alerts. You can see how easy this is to start customizing this to increase the size. So we'll do preview again. And you can see here now we have even more space to be able to have a longer name if that needs to be. So you can just adjust that there. So once we have that in place, we then hear that this has kind of like a sound effect in there. So you have access to the sound library that's given here by Twitch. They don't have a lot of options for you to be able to utilize, but these are great starters to be able to get started. Now, what I like to go ahead and utilize, so I like to go ahead and utilize Epidemic Sound. So for Epidemic Sound, they're going to be a software and a tool that allows you to be able to go ahead and get royalty-free music and not having to worry about any kind of copyright claims. So if you ever decide to utilize your stream or go on Shorts or on TikTok or on Instagram or any other platform aside from your streaming, you're going to be covered as well. And they also have music you can utilize in the background without having to worry about copyright claims. So they have over about 90,000 sound effects for you to be able to choose from, and about like 40,000 songs you can choose from based on mood, genre for your stream. And then here you're going to be covered across all social media platforms. So if you put your Twitch account, your Kick account, your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, it'll all be covered when you utilize that music without any issues. And I'll put a link in the description of this video, and you'll be able to go ahead and get 2 months free for signing up for this service here. So once I've gone ahead and found my audio, I'm going to come here to where it says games, and I'm just going to go ahead and utilize this one here. So I'm simply going to go ahead and download it. I'm going to download it. And then once it's gone ahead and downloaded here for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back here and I'm going to upload my own audio file. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to come to downloads, and I'm going to be able to see here, I'm going to hit open, and that's going to go ahead and open it up here for me. And now what I'm going to do is once that's there, I'm going to go ahead and lower this just a little bit. I'm going to put it here at 30. And now I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And you're going to see here that now when I preview that, it's going to go ahead and add that sound effect that we went ahead and utilized. So this is going to be the first stage of getting this all set up here. Now, the next thing that we want to go ahead and set up, because it's a little bit different when you get to start setting up the subscriptions. So for the subscriptions, you're going to see here that now you have a Prime subscription, you have a resubscription, and you have a new subscriber. So you're able to go ahead and make different alerts for each individual one. Now, one of the things that I want to go ahead and highlight here for you is the process of setting everything up is exactly the same. But the only thing different that I want to show you here is at the bottom, you'll see here that you have here a celebration. So this is something pretty cool and new. So when you turn this on, what this is going to allow you to do is going to give you 3 options. When somebody goes ahead and subscribes, you have the option to be able to go ahead and have effects show up on your video. You can have effects show up directly inside a chat, or you can have effects show up across all of everything you see on Twitch. Now, what I encourage you to do is that if it's a first-time subscription, you can keep it light. If it's a 2-month subscription, you can keep it moderate. And then if it's a 3, 6, 12-month subscription, you can go ahead and put it on extreme. And that's going to give you tons of effect to be able to put on your screen. So I thought that was pretty cool to be able to add there. Then what I want to show you here is under cheering. This is where you're going to have the option to be able to decide if somebody goes ahead and that gives you any kind of bits. Now, what I want to show you here is how to leverage variants. So variants are going to allow you to be able to go ahead and add different variations of the bits. So let's say, for example, somebody donates 1 bit, but then you want to go ahead and customize this for someone who gives you 100 bits. So let's say we want to customize that. We'll come back to the top where it says general settings, cheering of any amount, cheer at least or exactly, right? So you can decide there, or first time cheer. So let's say cheered exactly, and then let's do 100 bits. And then duration, make sure again, for me, 4 seconds is kind of where I like to have it. And then you can customize there. So this is going to be the only difference that you want to go ahead and change here when you're utilizing the bits is these alert conditions. Same thing for the subscription. You can go ahead and decide here on the subscription tier is multi-month subscription, month subscribed exactly, month subscribed at least. So this allows you to be able to customize based on how people are subscribing. Again, if you're just getting started, you can utilize the foundational things that you have here to be able to get everything going. So let's say that now I have everything that I need ready to go with my alerts. I've set up everything that I need. Now here at the bottom, you're going to see browser source URL. I'm going to select copy on that, And now I'm going to come to OBS. You can do this on any streaming software that allows you to utilize browser sources. So I'm going to come here to my stream, and this is the velocity package that I went ahead and got from Stream Designs that gives you the countdown timer, the just chatting screen, the gameplay, be right back, and ending stream, right? So I'm going to go ahead and go to my starting soon, and I'm going to go ahead and hit this little plus icon, and I'm going to go ahead and hit browser. I'm going to name this alerts 2. I'm going to hit OK. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and paste this link that I just went ahead and copied from Twitch directly in here. I'm going to leave the width and everything the same. Super important you select control audio via OBS, because this is going to allow you to be able to control the sound effect. That way it's not too loud and you can still adjust it here directly inside of OBS without having to log in to Twitch. So once you have that, you'll simply press OK. I now have, this is my alert box, so I can make this as big or as small as I want. And then what you simply need to do is you need to simply come back to Twitch. You go ahead and go to your follower alert. You hit send test alert. And now you'll see here that our alert is now showing up directly inside of OBS. Now, once you've gone ahead and done that, this is going to allow you to be able to have all the alerts you set up on Twitch. However, if you want to know how to be able to set up overlays like the ones I have here inside of my OBS studio right now, go ahead and watch this video right here where I walk you step by step on adding all of your overlays to make your stream look professional. I'll see you guys in the next video.